Hello everyone, this is Rocky. Thanks for joining my channel. So today we are doing a continuation of a series that I just started. I have been taking a look at fashions around the world. I think I told you in the last video that I am not well traveled. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't do any international travel unless Canada counts, but that's sort of like a suburb of the United States. So I am not well traveled at all. So in my mind, I've always thought that pretty much everybody around the world dressed the same way until I started to do a little bit of digging and realized that I am just ignorant. I'm ignorant as all get out, and that's why I thought that. So my last video, I kind of did casual looks. I'm going to be doing your night out / cocktail hour type of an event and let you know how women around the world dress. So just like last time, I'm going to start with the US because that's what I know because I'm in the US. In the Midwest, we kind of have a unique way of dressing in the sense that we try to dress in a comfortable way, relatable way, but we also want to be feminine. So the very first look is the US. There's almost a uniform, I would say there's almost a uniform to going out for cocktail hour. And this is your little black dress. I have chosen one that's, sort of a velvet mixed with a satin, but these two materials are both common. You'll either have an all velvet, all satin, something that kind of has a bit of interest in the material when you're going out late night. So it has a little bit of interest when the lights hit them at night. The other thing that's very common are diamonds or something like diamonds in the US. This one kind of is exactly like the uniform you would see, just your little black dress. And then the shoes, interestingly, are typically very matchy. So very matchy. So I've picked a simple patent leather pump to go with it. Patent leather because it's late night. Any lights that you have in the room, you want it to kind of reflect or flicker off of your shoes to give it a little bit of interest and say party. Toes are covered because, again, where I'm from, you just don't know what type of weather you're gonna get, but the toes are covered. And that's the typical uniform for going out and looking nice. It's very simple, it's very clean, allows you to move around well. You can put a coat on top or not, depending on the season. It's pretty much the look for the US. The next look I tried to do is Nigeria. And listen, I got this kind of wrong because I just don't have a representative of the right look, but I tried my best. So in Nigeria, you'll have lots of pattern, form-fitting, and lots of big, bright, noticeable jewelry. So what I tried to do is put together something simple yet still represents those elements that I just mentioned. So this is a fully patterned dress that is all form-fitting. It is a bodycon dress that is midi length. Again, while it is form-fitting, it is still modest. Covers the arms. The length is fairly long because it is midi. So you still keep that modesty for your culture, but then you have the form-fitting to say, yes, I am a woman. I've paired it with a chunky gold necklace. You probably will find something, a pattern a bit more feminine and maybe more in other instances, but for this, it was just kind of keeping the example simple. So nice gold, like really deep gold color to go along with this dress. Now for the shoes. Because this is Nigeria, you will find that you have open-toed shoes more often because it is warm. But it is a bit bright because it matches the gold accessories, and it brings you a little bit of festivity, attention, a little, you know what I mean? It gives a little interest if you combine all of it together. So I thought with what I own, this was the best that I could do to represent that. But again, form-fitting, big bold jewelry, nice shoes that are light and airy and kind of shows your feet, gives you the breathing room that you need to be able to go out and withstand the heat or the dancing or whatever it is that you're going to be doing. But this is the look that I came up with for Nigeria. And the last look is Singapore. Now, I'm sure all of us have seen Crazy Rich Asians, that movie, or maybe if you haven't, you should, because I absolutely love that movie. And that's pretty much all I know about Singaporean culture for the most part. And a lot of my coworkers are based in Singapore, so what they tell me is what I know. So affluence is a thing, right? So, but that keep things simple and modest at the same time. So I picked this sleek black dress. It's form-fitting, lets you know, yes, I am woman, but the lines are very clean and cut and, you know, it's still a bit modest, but definitely sleek with all of that going on. This cut is very symmetrical. I just used a square neck to again show that clean, sleek symmetry. And then I paired it with a very simple Tiffany necklace because again, affluence is the name of the game in Singapore, and this is from my perspective, a higher, you know, sort of high-end piece to wear with your dress. But again, keeping it simple and modest. It's like the humble brag, if you know what I mean. So then also, so this one is a sort of a just below the knee type of dress, almost midi, but above that. So again, keeping the modesty and the sleekness with a bit of bragging going on here, but in a modest way. So then for shoes, metallics are also a thing, and then, you know, it's okay to mix metallics. So I have a little bit of like a pewter / copper looking Gucci boot that goes with this. Again, it's black, it's metallic, it pairs well with the black and the metallic of this dress, but then it's also still very sleek, avant-garde look to it. So pretty much very representative of a very stylish woman you'd see out at a cocktail event in Singapore. So those were the looks. Let me know if I got it right. If you're from Singapore or Nigeria or here in the US, what do you think about those looks? Do they represent you very well, or I don't know. I just tried my best, but I was interested. I just don't know because I am not well traveled. So I did try to look and see what is it that women wear around the world. So that brings me to the end, of course, but you should come back because there is another video coming after this that completes the series. So come on back and see if I am just as crazy as I sound today. Leave me a comment below, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. What are you waiting on? Bye.